This video is about very simple drawing exercises and tricks that will make your simple graphite drawings look more contemporary. It will make them pop more, but with a very Baroque feel. Let me show you this drawing. You see this warm red? This is sanguine, and it looks very exotic. It's very sensual, very warm, and it is very Baroque. The old masters, Baroque, Renaissance, they use it a lot. Today, we don't use it as much as I wish we did, because it is very beautiful. We just, I don't know, maybe we don't know how to use it, or is it too expensive? Well, it is kind of expensive. That's why I'm not going to push this medium on you. I'm not going to say buy sanguine and use sanguine. No. But since I'm using sanguine a lot lately, and I was making all those beautiful drawings, I thought there should be something, there should be a trick we can steal from sanguine and translate it into graphite, which we use a lot. So let me show you what tricks we can steal from sanguine to make our drawings more, I would say, yummy. So you don't need no new tools, no new materials, you don't need to buy anything. You just have to look with very fresh eyes at what you already have and use it a bit differently. Okay, without talking much, let's do some exercises. The first exercise we do today, we will be drawing the outlines of the shadows. Let's have something round, like this little tomato I have in my studio. I have the outline of the object, and I'm putting the shadows, the lines, the outlines of the shadows. For this exercise, right now, we do not need them as fuzzy gradients. We need them as solid shapes. Put the outlines of the shadows, block the shadows with one tone, and you can work on it later, or you can leave it like this, and it's already beautiful. The shadows, to our eye, they are very blurry. They're like fuzzy gradients. This exercise, when you do it, not just once, but when you keep doing this exercise, you will start seeing the shapes of the shadows, which is very important. I'll just say one more thing about the shadow shapes. If you see the shape of the shadow, if you see the shadow, then your drawing is beautiful. Even if it's not finished, look at this tomato. It's not finished, but it's already very contemporary. And use something simple, like I'm using this tomato, and do not describe every single turn of the outline of the shadow. No, just huge blocks. Don't describe it. Just design the darkness. When you see the shadows, when you draw them beautifully in the object, if the shadows are correct and beautiful, it's already there. The masterpiece is born. Do you remember from my previous video that I was talking about this exercise I called the envelope? You can watch it here. Now I will be drawing this tulip with construction lines with this envelope principle. You will see how cool it looks. It's very contemporary. These envelope lines, they make the drawing alive because you are searching the shape, you're searching the form, and this is like the birth of the figure or the birth of the object in the drawing. You see, I love it. Next step, if you want a smooth transition, this exercise is very good for it. I call it 4 circles exercise. I draw 4 circles. The circle in the middle is my highlight, the lightest light. I do not touch it at all. Then the next circle is the mid-tone. Then comes the darkest dark. This is my core shadow. Circle number 4 is my reflected light. I start with darkest dark with the core shadow. I make it the darkest possible, and then my goal is to make a smooth transition from this dark into the mid-tone and on the other side into the reflected light zone. It works on all shadows. So the darkest dark, then the transition to the right and to the left, basically. Okay, the next exercise is the king of all principles in all drawings, the edge hierarchy. And this can instantly change your drawing. The secret is not all edges deserve attention. With sanguine, I can achieve it very easily on paper because sanguine is one of those mediums that refuses to stand paper with very sharp, and you have to do something to make it look sharp. But with graphite, it's very natural. So here we learn how to diffuse our edges. I'll give you one rule, and if you follow this rule, your drawings will look just amazing. Just remember, 10%, okay, maximum 20% of all edges of outlines should be sharp. Only 10% should be sharp. Everything else in a drawing should be soft, diffused, blurry, fuzzy, or even disappear. Because sharp edges in the drawing, they're like spices in food. Too much of it, and your drawing doesn't taste good. This is the reason why Baroque drawings feel so light and airy and sensual, because if you look at them, not all edges are sharp. 10 till 20% maximum. Today, I'll give you one last tip, how to make your drawings look cool and beautiful, very contemporary, but still with this Baroque feel. Leave your drawing unfinished. Yes, the hardest thing for me too is to know where and when to stop. The finished drawing, to my humble opinion, with all outlines, with all shades and shadows and details, and it's dead because it explained already everything. You don't have to think. You know what? The viewer has brain, and this brain wants to be stimulated. Don't explain everything. Leave it unfinished. Make it even offensive with this unfinished state. Well, I'm not saying you have to do this, but just try it in your drawings. And maybe one of these principles is your new style. Who knows? You see, you don't need new materials. You don't need no sanguine. You just need to see things a little differently. And I hope this exercises help. So I will continue working on my St. Joseph and sanguine, and subscribe and like and stay tuned to see how it turned out. Don't miss it. My name is Dimitri Ross. I'm a figurative artist in Amsterdam, and I will see you in the next one. Ciao, ciao. You see, it got dark again in Amsterdam. Yesterday it snowed, but today we have this beautiful dark north light. Let me show you. Yeah, it is pretty dark outside.